6 million ways to die. Choose one.
Welcome back to the Hurricane of Football podcast. It's only our second episode and it's been an action-packed weekend. We'll be reviewing the action over the weekend. So let me introduce you to our cast for this episode. Obviously, I'm Ferdinand. I'm your host this evening. I'm joined with Seth, Kessie, Clarence, and Ivan. So we can start with the United Liverpool match. Kessie, what do you think about that game?
See, they are telling people what you go happen a day. So I don't know what you put there. We can talk again. Basically, long story short, I'm a prophet. Yeah.
So,
So when we analyze the match carefully, Manchester United actually played well. Even though Liverpool had their chances, the first half Manchester United dominated their chance. The first goal came from a mistake from Van Dijk. He collided with he even collided with Mbemo, but he was on the ground. Then Mbemo stood up, continued his run and scored the goal.
Hold
Then
on.
after
Question. You say Van Dijk then Mbeumo collided or so whatever.
they collided.
And Van Dijk stood up.
No, he was on the floor. Then Mbemo stood up and continued running.
Makes my perfect sense because that about it.
I don't necessarily think that's what happened. He collided with McAllister and Mbeumo.
But then,
McAllister stayed on the ground. They both Van Dijk and Mbeumo started running back, but since McAllister was still on the ground, Mbeumo used that opportunity to make a run in behind Van Dijk, and Amar played the ball through to him. That was a lovely finish, by the way.
Who was the man of the match?
Harry Maguire.
Exactly.
Maguire.
So yesterday I told you people about Harry Maguire. I told you people about the Golden Boy. I told you people about the English. What did they say? They no go start Maguire. Then Maguire do this, Maguire do that.
Hey, honestly,
so
I put my hands up.
let me
I bow down to Lord Maguire. Clownhead Maguire.
Actually, Maguire has this. He has this like moments where like he performed during like serious matches. So like it's something normal. Like
Yeah.
down there, especially last minute headers and stuff. Those ones, he has done a lot for United. Those ones in those type of
so it looks normal to me.
yeah, down. But as we continue the match, Liverpool hit the post. In fact, I think it was twice or 3 times.
Nah,
Because
it was 4 times, bro. 4 times.
4. I remember Gakpo hitting it twice. When one in the first, when Salah played him through, he ran, he killed the shot, then he hit the post. Then after that, Liverpool they tried, but United really had more chances. Bruno Fernandes should have scored that chance, should have made it 2-0. But then he also didn't take his chance. So we went to the break 1-0. Then when the second half, Liverpool were on top. They had their chances. They tried. But after when they scored, honestly, I thought Liverpool would have won because I thought United would crash or fall under the pressure. But they actually ended up doing well. They fought back and Harry Maguire scored a goal. Then this one had a chance. Before even that, he also hit the post again. Gakpo hit the post. Then he had an open goal where he said I went wide from the cross from Frimpong. It was even hard to even know that this one was on the pitch, that Salah was on the pitch, that even what his name, Isak was on the pitch. Isak was almost like they're not playing any ball team, like they didn't even know what to do to him on the pitch.
No. Do you know why? Because Harry Maguire was at the back, bro. Harry Maguire was at the back. See me, I tell you before yesterday, they see how like it be some Cinderella story.
Yeah, but like low-key, you know who be underrated for this match inside? United goalkeeper Saint Lamens. Thank God for Saint Lamens. Saint Lamens. The number of times he caught the
you were acting like he was most of you see the shot that
Nah,
this one played.
the goalkeeper deserves praise because to play in your first ever like
I'm not saying it doesn't deserve praise, but what I'm saying
Premier League rival game and to like perform really well.
I'm not saying he doesn't deserve praise. What I'm saying is, how many times did you actually see Salah get a chance? Isak, how many chances did he get?
He
did well, but it wasn't like
he had 5
a lot of shots that.
Guys, let's be for real. I miss Onana
Hey,
be the
now
best.
make you. Why are you?
Hey.
Why are you doing
Hey.
this? We carrying cases. Why?
You want to vote the guy like. So we can agree that is Liverpool in a crisis? Yes or no?
No, they are not in a crisis.
Yes,
They just
they
shine.
are.
They just
Okay.
Yeah,
shine.
they are in a crisis. Seriously, like
They are in a
four
serious
four
crisis.
losses in a row. That'd be wild, Charlie.
Okay. Ivan, explain to myself in a crisis. Me, I'll say no. So you talking?
Wait, oh, so like if it be United, people no go talk say United the crisis. But United beat Liverpool the crisis, because United no be big team. No, that be what people they try talk for here.
Nah. No be so you dey talk, but then we always
No,
say like
Liverpool no
United.
the crisis. If you shan't, you shan't. It be
No,
simple
no,
as
no,
that.
no, 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 no.
As United,
This one there.
if nobody mentions say United the crisis, so then say United shan't. Nobody say
There's
we
no.
dey crisis. Take your L and go. Fuck the crisis. Nobody dey crisis. Take your L.
Okay.
You put people hands down. Hands down.
Currently, Liverpool, like they're in a crisis. You as lots we football, no, the system will change, oh. But then like the components of the system, like the players, no, right? Like you get like some flop signings, then things like it make the Liverpool come some we like you get like Ekitike then Isaac, but then two players or no, imagine should need kakra, like they are still finding their footing. So like
Yeah.
the Wabo
Oh,
can make some way. We like losing way, 4 games in a row. Then you lose to a Man U. Like, come on, how?
Yeah, I actually agree with Ivan. I don't agree with what
okay.
Kessie was saying about them, because you can't be a bad team and win the league last season, and they were top of the league for a while this season before. Like they are starting to underperform right now. So right now, I think you consider what they are going through right now a crisis, it's a slump.
Let me explain why I say it's not a crisis. When I say it's not full crisis, just because the players are still trying to find their feet. And me, personally, the signing of both Isaac and Ekitike for me not necessary, because both of them are too similar. It's like having exactly the same phone 2 times. How often do you need both of them? Honestly, I feel like they only needed one so that to help the other person grow and stuff.
So assuming say then win United run now, people go talk say okay, be crisis, it be just a minor setback. Them lose, then no daily crisis. Would that be my point?
You that you are
Make them go find Barca, then win them. They no go fist down United in face.
is the players. I don't feel like the players have actually settled in, and the fact that they are losing right now is not helping. So honestly, crisis is a bit too much because only 4 games. Because just 2 weeks ago, when they were winning the last minute goal, nobody was saying that we're in a crisis. We were all saying that it's a sign of a champion. So how for me they already just slipped from that within like 3 weeks now. Now they're in crisis for me. It just feel a bit overblown, but then sure struggle down there because right now how things are going. If it continues like that, if like in the next 2 3 games they don't win, I was told that they're in a full blown crisis. So United are they
Okay,
back?
first,
Or
first, I would like to say that watch the Palace game and how they also lost.
yeah, that one. They should have lost
It
like
clearly
six.
that the team was struggling, in their attacking third side, because obviously they have the players, but we can all agree that Salah is not the same player from last season. He's not. There's something missing there. That one it's very very clear. Then you look at the Galatasaray match they played again too. Obviously, going to Turkey playing Galatasaray as their home, which is one of the most noisiest and Charlie heavily disturbed stadiums in Europe, is not easy. And they went there and they lost two. They had their chances, couldn't convert some of them. Then now you come in back to the Premier League, play Chelsea, lose to Chelsea away again in getting to ending time, injury time, and then they lose again. They concede another goal. They lose. That all started this whole run and this whole slump. Then you play United, you think, oh, they're going to kick in and restart and reset, try and put all that frustration on United. Didn't go well. United took their early chance, their early lead. Sure, they got the equalizer, but they missed some big chances, open chances, and United heads them back again. Obviously, Bruno and Maguire did the job. So Liverpool are in a big crisis. Yes, the two signings of the strikers don't make any sense because, like Seth said, they have both similar profiles. But then I do say they do need to get replacements for Salah soon, because I do think if they do put a different player there up front, then sure they will be able to solve their attacking issues. Losing Diaz and Nunez has also affected them, and obviously Florian Wirtz and Frimpong are also still trying to settle in the team, like Seth said. So Charlie, they are in a crisis to me.
Yeah, and regarding their signing of Eketike and Isaac, I feel like it's unfair to Liverpool to try and bring them both down because considering Ekitike just had, he's not a
Yeah.
developing player. They weren't expecting him to perform this well when he came into the team. So like anybody who had signed Ekitike at that point would still want to sign Isaac because Isaac is a proven player in the Premier League. So criticizing them for signing Isaac, I think
But
is unfair.
it's in
And considering Salah too has
the
to adjust to
same.
a new attacking like setup beside him. So like I feel like he also needs time to adjust to the new players with he's playing with.
Okay,
Yeah,
I get one thing I'll say is the reason I say that, how do I put it? And the signing both of them, the signing of them, both of them, then I say it wasn't necessary because yeah, I get to that Eketike, nobody expected him to start that bright, but they are still similar. It's like if you go and buy two of them Maserati, buy two of them the same thing. How would you or how often you use both of them? Because if you just buy the same model, the same type, or how often you use both of them, you only really need one.
The Maserati example you used is not quite true because at that point Isaac was like 2025
Okay,
Maserati, but
before
Ekitike
let me
was
say
like
something.
a 2022 Maserati. They both play similar roles, but one is obviously better.
Let me say this though. If Newcastle had given them the chance to sign Isaac, do you think they would have signed Ekitike? Okay,
no,
do you think they wouldn't? It
nah,
was because Newcastle didn't give them the chance. Then it felt like they wanted to flex their muscles. Well, if not take your player, we're going to sign the player you want. Then so that's what I see. It's not like I'm sure if they had given them the chance to have only signed one, they would have just taken Isaac. Then that would have been all. So we have actually spent. So now let's talk about United. Are United back?
No, 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 no. You
not
need
yet,
to relax for
not
us.
yet.
You can't put that type of pressure. We are cruising. We are not accelerating it. We are still on second gear. We haven't shifted yet because right now, even today, Sav, you can see that there were cracks in the team. We should have conceded at least two goals because some of the chances that Salah should have scored and some of the chances that Gakpo too missed. We could have done better defensively today. And Bruno, honestly, Bruno in that midfield, he gave the ball away a couple of times. It was scary. We almost
I thought
conceded.
I thought you'd never touch on that, bro. I thought you would never touch on that because that's one of the main highlights of this game. When you're talking about Man United, Bruno giving the ball away several times. It's even his mistake. The pass he was trying to find in Burmo, or I think was it Dalo, and then the ball goes back to Gakpo. Then Liverpool are trying to attack in with Gakpo and Chiesa. And then there's a bit of shuffle of the feet in the penalty box. And then all of a sudden, the pass goes through, and then Gakpo just taps the ball into the net. That's why the change was necessary for Fernandes to go out and then bring in Kobe Menu to like try and just hold the midfield with Ugarte, because the way Fernandes was giving a possession away was very very scary. I honestly didn't like that when I was watching the game, and I thought yeah he needs to be taken out very very quickly. And obviously he did help in the assist of Maguire's goal, and after that he was taken off because yes it was very very much needed. And then you obviously when Kobe Menu came, there was a little bit of composure but still not enough. The boys were able to hang on, and then yeah, they did get the win. But there were still holes in that midfield and in that defense, but they were able to solidify themselves in the end.
So now let's move on to Chelsea Nottingham Forest. Was there a surprise that Ange got sacked after 39 days? Hello.
Honestly, I get beef plus squad. We like then they raise Ange up. See that final against Manchester United last year, people were saying Ange is a better manager than Amorim. Can you imagine that? People were saying
Wait.
he's a better coach than
Well,
Ten Hag because in his second season, in his first season, Spurs were performing. That was literally the same thing Ten Hag did in his first season. But after he started struggling, he finished 17th. 17th. Ten Hag never finished
yeah,
17th. I gave B plus the
he
squad
finished,
really like they defend and
he finished 17th, yeah, but he still won a trophy, which both of you are bad that season, and both of you wanted to win that trophy. So in that, but not that, I feel like in his first season he was very good, but just like he didn't adapt. Then his players started getting injuries, and he felt like he said that then you not focus more, you not waste his time focus on the league because there's no way to win it. So he just tried to focus on the Europa League, and I think that Europa League in a way boosted him in a way that made him feel like he was better than maybe he actually is. But he's not a bad man. I feel like he needs to adapt. He shouldn't just focus on one way of playing. If you adapt, you actually improve.
I didn't hear this type of defense when it came to Ten Hag. Tell me Ten Hag was bad in his first season. Ten Hag won a trophy. He won two trophies in 2 years
In two,
consequently.
yeah.
And his first season we finished third in the league. We finished higher than Newcastle, Chelsea, Tottenham, even Liverpool. So I don't even get this thing. We were good in the first season. People never defended Ten Hag like this. But I don't know because Ange seems like I don't know. I don't even understand the defense stuff.
No selection of players and signings that Ange has made. Honestly, but looking at the two of them, I will still say Ange is a better coach. That's true. Ange is a better coach. To pick that Tottenham team and to elevate them to a certain form that we were not expecting, he did well. He honestly did well. That one, yeah, we can praise him for that. But then we can also say that him entering to the Premier League, he should have adapted to the style of the Premier League because once your style of play has been figured out in the Premier League, you can't continue using that style of play and expect it to work. Look at the number of times Pep has had to change systems, change formations. He switched from a four back to a three back. Like how many number of times? How many times has he changed a different style of play? But then
Okay.
Ange getting sacked, the
Is
that Nottingham Forest manager didn't try.
I feel like and him getting sacked, it wasn't a surprise after that because they had not won any match. I think it was like 8 losses and one draw. So after that 9 days, him getting sacked, no yeah, it's part of life. But as
Yeah,
for
I feel
Chelsea,
like they should have given him a little bit of time. Like it's a new team. He has to adapt, and he can't play the same way he was playing with Tottenham, with Nottingham Forest. I don't know if you get it.
yeah, I get it.
Yeah, because he's an attacking type, and when you look at Nottingham Forest, that's not how they play.
Yeah, yeah. Last season they were very defensive. They were very,
Yeah,
very defensive.
so it may take a while for him to like adapt to how they play. So
But the thing was the fans now they were not happy about it. The fans started singing that you're getting sacked in the morning. They started booing him. So I feel like the owner he didn't have a choice. It felt like because Nuno they didn't want the fans didn't want Nuno to go, but because there was a disagreement between Evangelist Maranakis and Nuno, he had to go. I felt like if you're your boss, if you're your owner, you're fighting, but always you the employee, you always lose. So I felt like I had to go.
Yeah.
And now
Yeah,
at the country, it wasn't working.
but
I
the
felt
thing is,
like he,
Nottingham Forest manager, he's too trigger happy. I don't think he's a very patient type of manager because even if you look at his track record, even back when this guy was in charge, I think his name is Cooper or something. He used to be a
Steve
Leicester
Cooper,
City. Yeah, he like
Cooper,
he was performing relatively well, but he still sacked him. I don't know. He's looking for something new every single time.
he has high ambitions for the club, so he always wants the club to do well. So now they can't fault him. Just that sometimes he's a bit irrational. He's a bit impatient in the way he does it because low key people would have said keep Nuno because he wasn't doing that bad. Just that he just waited for the first loss and they sacked him. But Charlie, he just wanted to improve their style of play. So he tried something he didn't work. But this is club, so how you good one? Mm. So now Chelsea.
Yeah, so Chelsea are on the road, Charlie. The Blues,
He just two
the Blues
games
for
on the
me,
road. On the road. On the road, it's too much. It's just 2 games on the road. Yeah, you are stretching it too
Okay,
much. It's just 2 games.
okay. I would say like they might be one of the underdogs
Underdog for
tend
what?
to undermine them. But just know that they have injuries. Just know
No,
they have
but I'm
injuries
coming. You said underdogs. Now ask underdog for the league or top four.
for the league as well. I do think for the
No,
league as well,
the
they
league,
can
they're
be
out. They're
underdog.
out. The league, they're out.
No, to me, no. For to me, I'm
Ah,
just saying to me.
okay.
That's how I see them. They are like the
Ah,
sleepers in the top in that title race for me. That's how I see them. But we all know that right now, the way things are going, if Liverpool don't sort out their issues, this title race might tend again to be a Arsenal Man City title race. And
no, that
just
one,
just
they're
so you
still.
know, City are still not playing good football. They are not playing. They are seriously not playing good football, actually. And they are still they
Yeah.
are still at the top. So
Wait,
however Arsenal and this thing will sort out their things, Charlie, it's up to them. But then yeah, Chelsea, while missing Copam, Pedro Neto, of course, doing well. I do say I'm happy for Rhys James. A lot of injuries, worried him his career, but now it's like he's getting back to his old self or even better. Scoring, doing well in the international break as well. Charlie, I can definitely say that Rhys James on a good day is one of the best, fullbacks in the world because Charlie, the guy is very very good. He is very, 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 very good. That's what I can say. But I do think this Joao Pedro and who again? Jamie Gittins and I think Garnacho are still not hitting it off. Well, the season has started. We are just in game week 8. So we can't really, really fully predict. Maybe by game week 20, 22, 23, that's when we start criticizing them. But Charlie, yeah, Chelsea are doing well. They are on that trajectory to to high wins.
Okay, okay. That was
wait, let me say something. If we are saying that we should give them to game with 22, then it means we shouldn't criticize Isaac. We shouldn't criticize Vet. Let's give all that to game 22. If we agree on that, they're fine.
Okay,
So they
me
can.
me honestly, I don't see the criticism that is going against Isaac and Vets. They just came into the team. Honestly, they just came into the
Ah,
team, right?
you have not checked.
So
You have not checked on Twitter. That's why.
Isaac needs time. I've seen Twitter. I've seen the tweets. People saying Vets is 100 million or 120 million fraud, something. But me, I'm telling you, on a good day, that guy's better than Cole Palmer. If they're asking me to build a team right now, I'll pick Vets over Palmer. I'm not going to lie to you. That one, dear, forget. I'll pick Vets over Palmer. He still needs time, and Isaac too also needs time. He needs time to click
Okay,
with the team
I get.
well.
On what
Yeah, I
basis?
get it.
What basis are you picking weights over Cole Palmer?
Charlie,
Yes, Bayer Leverkusen. How many games undefeated? 51, 52 undefeated games, bro. Charlie, don't bring yourself because Palmer
let's
had just
because
one good
wait,
season.
Just to tell you that the Premier League is like way complicated than the
And
Bundesliga.
if
Bundesliga.
Palmer was to go to the Bundesliga, he would also be facing the same thing that Vert is facing in the Premier League. Charlie, don't bring that in here.
Wait, okay, we don't know that. So let's move on to City this one. Since you brought City up, let's move on to City Everton. Um,
Yeah,
mm, I feel like honestly, I feel like City at this particular moment is Haaland or bust. If Haaland doesn't do anything, the rest of the team, the
yeah,
attackers are
they
not
are
scoring.
whack. Yeah, if Haaland hasn't,
Yeah, that one there is true. That one.
If Haaland doesn't score, Doku will not score, Savini will not score, Omar Mamouche, I think he just come back from injury.
then they are whack.
Cherky is still injured. So Foden, he has not been good for like 1 year, almost a year and a half. He's still finding his form. So City at the moment feel like it is Jinamian vibes. If Haaland doesn't score one, which one they say not should not score. If he doesn't score, I'm not sure unless another person steps out, he will not score. Yeah, I feel like an Everton today didn't have Grealish. Grealish couldn't play against his parent club, so I was not really surprised that they lost. So that match, I don't even think there's that much more to say about it because we went how everybody expected it to go. Now,
Hey, Charlie, this match, there. How do I even put it?
Okay, wait, let me come.
I mean,
Let me see something. Let me see something. So the match, the first 15 minutes, Barcelona started well. The first 15
yeah,
minutes, they're playing well. They're pressing.
facts,
Everybody was up for it. Then when
facts.
Pedri scored, all of them, I don't know what happened. Like they dropped back. They stopped pressing. They stopped doing what they were doing. Then Girona started getting wave of corners after corners. They started applying pressure. Girona scored. After
Yeah.
Girona scored,
After Girona scored, then now they wanted to get on their feet and start in kicking in their new gears to try and score more goals.
Girona
But
could have
then,
scored like I'm coming. Girona could have scored like 5 before halftime because they had a lot of chances. The one that Chesney saved, the one that Brian Hill missed. Girona could have scored like 5 before the first half would have been over.
yeah. Then again, missing Inigo Martinez, one of the
Oh,
best centre halves from
that
last season,
that
is a
that,
big
that
deal.
vibe. Honestly, me that vibe. I feel like we're overstating it too much. That Inigo Martinez. Honestly, I feel like
No,
we're
no,
overplaying
no,
that man too much. I feel like we're
no.
overplaying it too much.
It's very crucial for Barca because in a way
You
he
know,
was the heart of that defense.
I get
He
it.
was
I
the
get it.
heart.
But you know, but I get
I
that
have,
you're part of.
I have one question.
Yeah, continue to talk.
Do you still think the high line um system is still like legit, like it's still working?
Effective.
Honestly, I don't think it's still. I feel like
Honestly,
it's
no.
working in bits.
Yeah, it's not really effective compared to last
Because
season.
I think um teams are starting to like
Oh,
expose
things are starting to
expose
get. I
you.
feel like it's not working out effectively as it used to work. But I feel like here's the thing. I don't think it's only because Inigo Martinez not there. I feel like this season there have been so many chop and change from the front line to the middle, so to the back itself. And Hansi Flick is still trying to find his best 11 and stuff. So I feel like there's been so many changes that is the front line of Rafinha, Lewandowski, and Lamine Yamal. I don't think
Jamal.
I've actually started. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I don't think they've actually started a match together this season before. Maybe I think about no. I don't think they've actually started a match together because the opening game against Mallorca, Lewandowski was injured. I don't think I've
Yeah,
actually played a match this whole season before. So the
with the
pressing from
three
the
of
front
them.
is not they have not actually played all of them together. The pressing from the front is not the same. They're trying to figure out the centre back pairing, whether it should be whether it should be Eric Garcia, Kubasi, Christensen Kubasi, Araujo Kubasi. Like, honestly, I feel like if I was to have played Christensen and Kubasi. But I don't know,
Yes,
Hansi Flick doesn't play Christensen like that. So, but I feel like the Inigo Martinez, I guess he was a good defender, but people try to overplay it. That even if Inigo Martinez is not there, like the whole team, feel like that people are overdoing it. Honestly, I feel like people are overdoing it. Inigo Martinez is not Messi. He was a good defender, but let's be real. Up until the fact that Hansi Flick came, how many people are talking about him? Let's not be acting like when Inigo Martinez has gone, without Inigo Martinez, the whole team is collapsed. There are a lot of issues.
yes.
I don't think it's Inigo Martinez.
One of Barca's problems that they didn't solve was the midfield and in the attacking option. We all know they are facing a financial crisis, so they can't go and bring in another striker for to replace obviously Lewandowski, right? So that's one of
Yeah.
their. They did go in. They did try and go in for Luis Diaz. They couldn't get it. They deemed him too expensive, so they went for Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford joining Barcelona for me is good. He's less costly, and anyway the talent is there. Hansi Flick can work with Marcus Rashford. We already see him right now this season, this early game weeks. Marcus Rashford is the best player in Barcelona right now. He is. Barca,
Best attacker, not best player. The best player is Pedri, best attacker.
okay.
He's the
In
best
the
attacker, not
attacking,
the best
I
player.
mean the
Yeah,
best attacker. He's their best option. How many times does this guy need to work to actually make these people like forced to try and get on the score sheets? He's legit working his ass off in Barcelona right now. I'm not going to lie to you. But then
yeah.
Dani
I agree
Olmo
with
is
you.
a
I agree with
big
you.
fraud. Dani Olmo is a
But
fraud
that,
and needs to be
you see,
sold.
these type of things, I don't agree with it. When it's, I don't say it's a bit from, he's out of form. But when he scored 11 goals last season, why did you call him a fraud? Why
No,
do
no, no, no,
that,
no,
those
no,
are the type of
no, no, no. See, I wasn't a fan. I was never a fan of Barca signing Dani Olmo. I wanted them rather to go for a more youthful and energetic Xavi Simons rather than Dani Olmo, because they are both La Masia distant prospects. We know that. But Xavi Simons rather would have been better under Hansi Flick than Dani Olmo. They went for Dani Olmo because he's a Spaniard. That is why they went for him. Naturally, Xavi Simons and Dani
That
Olmo
one,
cost the same price, 60 million. They should have
that
gone in
one,
for Xavi Simons rather.
that one.
And
Wait,
then
let
they
me ask
decided
something.
going for
Xavi
Dani
Simons.
Olmo.
Wait, let me ask something. Xavi Simons at Tottenham. What has he actually done? The games he has been at Tottenham are not as actually done.
He's playing. He's
Where
playing. He's
what
pressing. He's not getting injured. He's not as injury prone as Dani Olmo. He
that one?
doesn't.
Yeah,
He,
that one
he
I
doesn't
agree.
fatigue.
But
Yes,
I agree. But
his
the thing
playing
is,
style
saying he's a fraud, that one I don't buy it. I agree that he's out
is
of form, but
he's a
just people
fraud
just
though.
jumping on.
Yeah.
We live in a very reactive world right now. Where any small after 2 games, somebody is the best in the world. That same
No,
player
see,
after 2 games, let them
it's
be
not.
the
Yeah,
best
hold
It's
on,
captain
hold
not.
on,
of
hold on,
the
hold
world.
on. Relax. You before we continue, let me be the voice of reason in this chat. Lamine Yamal is still Barca's best attacker. Just that Rashford is just
Yeah,
providing more output at this moment in time. Yamal is still Barca's best attacker. And Danny
yeah.
concern
The
Danny
down there, so
Elmo.
far. But I mean that
Danny Elmo is a
is
good
that
player. I don't agree with the Xavi
yeah,
Simons take because Danny Elmo, his output
yeah,
is
because
actually very good. He's very creative.
the thing is right now he's out of form and the injury prone thing that is a fact. But saying that Javi Simons as means I don't really see Javi Simons as this one as that match
As
this
good
one.
as him.
Yeah, I don't know.
Really?
I don't. I don't really see
Nah.
Javi. I feel like Javi Simons when he was younger. I feel like he was that this one. He was very very good. I feel like now honestly, he has not reached the heights that he was when he was a teenager. When he was, I think he became the youngest teenager to have 1 million followers and all those. That time, I feel like that hype around him compared to now, it has died down completely. So Javi Simons, nah.
Now
But well, let's see.
No.
the hype has died down,
No. You
but you
see,
go and look
there
at
is.
his Bundesliga statistics. He has actually been very, very underrated at the
He
I'm not
is.
Bundesliga.
saying
He's
yeah.
a
I'm
he's
not
a good
saying.
player. Now
I'm not
relax.
saying
Let
he's a
me
bad
let me
player.
let me no no I know, but you're saying that he for compared to Danny Olmo,
You're not saying what? Continue.
yeah,
I'm not saying compared to them. Oh, no. I'm saying that the way he's talking about this one, Javi Simons, that like Javi Simons at this particular moment right now, he has not actually done anything. I'm talking about for Tottenham, I'm not talking about for this one, for Leipzig. At Tottenham, he has not really done anything to see that if he was at this one, he would have made anything better. And we don't because then almost first season, at least he proved something. I think he got 11 goals and I think 6 assists or so. He proved us something. And currently he's not informed. So let's give him time. If by still January, February, they're still not informed, then fine. You can tell that, oh yeah, this one was a bad sign or something. But
yeah,
after just 8 games, then people start calling fraud and things there who come. Dembele for the beginning of last season, who was talking about Dembele? From December when he got on form, then he won a Ballon
yeah.
d'Or. So the season is long. It's not about you can start the season well, then get to the end of the season, you tail off. So the season is very long. So let's on that the fraud things and that let's
Okay.
talk
Okay.
on that.
But Danny Olmo's thing. It started from last season. The whole of last season, a number of times he got injured and came back. Then there's a Champions League. This nigga can have open chances and still not score. Like, brother, I honestly don't see why. I always get upset with him.
If you're talking about missing chances, everyone misses chances. Give him
Yes.
Cody Gakpo today.
Okay, sure. But then for me, they should have gone in for Xavi Simons, who works harder, presses as much as.
Okay, but the thing is right now, it can't happen. It has been over a year now, so the Javi Simons talk. Let's put it to the side because it won't happen. The year has come and passed. It won't happen. Let's put that one somewhere and let's focus on the match. So I'm honestly, and I feel like the injury crisis is not helping to the point that we have to play our as a striker. So let's go and see. They didn't play well, but they won. The most important was the win, even though they didn't play
Yeah.
well. Now we heard in the Clasico something. If God is kind and shows us a mercy today, Real Madrid will lose. Then things will
Yeah.
be fine. But that one.
Then God won't be kind though.
Are they winning? I don't even know right now, crowd. Okay, it's still 0-0.
Yeah,
Yeah,
still 0-0, but
Go on.
but I feel like the Real Madrid will win. Mbappe will come and do some 1-2, or they'll get some low penalty, then lose to win. So
Oh,
you
Charlie, VAR, they cheat for Madrid pound. Hey,
Nah,
you
Baba,
let's
Barca,
end the
Barca,
conversation here.
Barca fans, they so nah.
Let's
Barca
end the,
fans is always
I beg you, let's end the conversation here. I
Barca
beg you,
fans is
let's end the
always
conversation here. No,
nah, relax. You can't
let,
say
let,
that and just dip. You can't you are not escaping
nah.
this. You are not escaping this.
I've
Barca
taken that
fans will
statement
always
back
say
from
they
you.
are cheating for
We didn't
Madrid.
say anything about cheating.
hey, see,
Ah,
No.
I
We
know
didn't say anything
Ferdinand,
about
I know
cheating.
Ferdinand and Ivan will come and be saying, "Oh,
No,
it's not true."
Kekeli.
Look at the
Kekeli,
match.
Kekeli,
Look at the match against. Look at the match.
Kekeli,
Look at the match in the Champions League against Marseille. How do you
Kelly,
tell me that's the penalty,
Yo,
bro?
Kekeli, I beg you, you just take that statement back. Let's not get into that territory.
Barca fans be the
yo,
biggest
What?
Kelly.
hypocrites for this
Yo,
world. Is that?
this a conversation for another time, man.
We
You,
have
you,
we
Let's
have
do
we
that
have
conversation.
we have 11.
Hey,
We have
Barca.
10 outfield players plus
Let's
supporting referee
wait.
plus 3 VAR referees on your back.
I
So
understand what you are
you're
saying now.
indirectly playing what
yo,
14 against 10. Hey,
Kekeli, let's keep that conversation for another time.
Everything
Charlie,
look like Basta is a state. Like,
Ashok,
That's
that's the
it's not,
point.
that's why I said
Nobody is
let's keep that
arguing that
conversation for
they
another
are
time.
not cheating for Barca. They are not cheating for Madrid. But Barca fans always bringing the topic. I was like, nothing
Let's
good
end the
happens for
conversation.
them.
I beg you.
You
Let's end the conversation.
sure.
Everybody gets this one. Refuse like sometimes happens, sometimes doesn't happen. Let's end it there. No, let's
Right.
end it there. I don't want to get conversation about cheating and things. So let's end it there for that one. Yeah. So let's see how the Real Madrid match go. Maybe they
hey,
lose.
I forgot. Are we? Should we talk about Bayern's class? The Bundesliga El Clasico, Bayern versus Bayern Munich. Nobody's talking about Harry Kane. Charlie, Ballon d'Or potential.
Okay, if you want to talk about the match, everybody expected Bayern Munich to win, so I don't even know if there's much to talk about it. But if you
Yeah,
want, you can talk
but
about it.
one thing is for sure. Harry Kane is the best striker in the world right now, even including.
No doubt.
Okay,
No
it
doubt.
depends. It depends. No, it depends on what you want. If you want somebody who can do the link up and stuff, you go for Harry Kane. If you want to just score goals for his Haaland, so
If you
it
want
depends on what you want.
everything, go to Harry
It's
Kane.
Harry Kane.
Tell me Harry Kane doesn't score goals. Are
But
you kidding?
it's Hurricane. This
I'm saying
one,
that
Not
it depends on
everything. It's
who.
Harry Kane.
it doesn't depend. Massa is Hurricane.
It's Harry Kane.
Haaland is like,
Who's
how should I
starting?
Haaland is a
He's a
finishing man. He's
classic
a
number
finishing
9.
machine.
Haaland is a classic number 9. He doesn't do link up. Charlie.
That's what I'm saying. That it depends on who you want. Because if you want somebody to just finish, get into the box and finish for you down there, it is Haaland.
So
But if
why
somebody can
you
drop
talking
into
like
link up the play,
Harry Kane will also do what Haaland does? Maybe Harry
I
Kane is a
know.
bit
But I think
slower.
that he will not score. He will do the same, but he will not score the same volume of goals that Haaland will score. That's what I'm trying to say.
This is my
Haaland
He
will
will.
argument
score.
He
against
will.
that. This is my argument against the season. The first season Haaland came, his best season in the Premier League. He scored 36 goals. Harry Kane was in Tottenham Hotspur, Shashan
I know
team
he
like
scored
that.
around 34 goals or so, or 33 goals or so.
Now he scored
But the
30,
thing is,
and they
30.
finished seventh. They were a terrible team, and he still scored 30 goals. That was insane
Well,
numbers.
let's. Oh, okay. I'll take Haaland. If asked the Barcelona, who to take? I'll take Haaland for Barcelona. If you had asked me, that's me.
Haaland for
Oh,
Barcelona.
that one is
Haaland is
fair. That one is
Yeah,
fair.
Haaland is too static for Barcelona. They should go
It's
for
not
Alvarez.
If I was to choose, I'll take Haaland. If I was to choose,
Yeah, but
I'll go for Alvarez.
but if they were both in their prime, I'm taking Harry Kane. But because right now, because Harry Kane is way older than Haaland, you'd expect more him
Yeah,
to be
Haaland. Yeah.
Haaland.
so I think that was all for today's show. So on Thursday, the Champions League roundup. But I hope from Madrid lose today so that we can laugh more. So
I mean,
we
yeah,
give.
Charlie.
so you are
We give.
losing.
Oh, okay. We will see.
Master, Ivan, come
So
off for there. You already know we are against you.
Ferdinand,
You know we are against you.
Righty, they compare with Araujo to Lewandowski. You want me to lose?
No, relax. So, do you know Araujo's history? Araujo used to play as a striker in this in
You
Uruguay.
see, this is the
It was
point
when
he's
he
even
came to.
making. No, this is the point he's
it's
making. Yeah,
okay.
No, see,
Araujo
no,
not
Charlie,
the
no, see,
Charlie,
see,
striker.
see,
Charlie,
see.
It shouldn't
No,
even
Charlie,
be.
no,
It
No,
should-
no,
Charlie,
see, no,
no,
see,
Charlie,
see,
this
see,
is
no.
not a
see.
conversation.
Listen. No, listen,
Mm-hmm.
guys, listen.
I'm listening.
Araujo playing as a striker. There's his history that he used to play as a striker. That I can now
Yeah,
understand
vibe.
his aggression. I can now understand his
Used
aggression.
to get, yeah, vibe.
Then
Used to play as a
then
striker to
also
17, then
relax.
they moved
No,
him.
no, relax. Then also, if that's what they're going to say, then also for Man United, when they're also facing striking issues, they also had to bring in Scott McTominay to
And that
play
is
as a
the
number 9.
end of the episode. No United
And
talk
Scott
again. Because
Yeah,
McTominay
United
also
yeah.
used to be a striker.
Thank you for listening to the second ever episode of the Hurricane of Football podcast. We'll see you guys on Thursday. Bye.
We out. Peace.